Hi, good afternoon, viewers. This is Elden Ring. This is Demon Jedi. Today I've got I wouldn't call it a glitch, let's call it a farming technique. So particularly if you're early on in the game and you want to level up really quickly, this is a very easy way to do it. So it involves you getting to a certain part of the map, which I'll show you where it is. I'm not going to go into too much detail about how you get to the particular point in the map. It's easy enough to do. I'm sure there's other videos out there you can find if you want to know how to do that. But I'm just going to show you the basic location and the technique involved, and then you can take it from there yourself. So at the moment I'm in the Church of Ella near the start of the game. It doesn't matter where you are though. I mean, if you're just starting the game from scratch and you're at level 1 straight out of the first level, you're going to start sort of here, the first step. You need to have your horse, so you're going to need to go get a torrent. So to do that, you've got to make your way past the Church of Ella here, down to gate front. When you get the Lost Grace at gate front, you'll get the horse torrent, and with him, you're then obviously a lot more capable to run around and do a bit of exploring without getting killed by everything you come across. To then do this technique, you'll need to find your way to the third Church of Marika, which is just down here. And just outside the church, there's a lake behind it, and in the corner of the lake there is a teleport. There's a teleporter that will take you up here to by the Bestial Sanctum, and then from there, the location that we're going to look for is this one down here called Lens Rise. Okay, particularly when you do this bit on that journey from here to here, you know, if you're very early on in the game, don't try and fight anything. You're going to get your ass kicked. You're in an area of the map you're not prepared for yet. But the actual technique we're going to do doesn't involve any fighting at all. Doesn't matter what level you are. All you need to have is the horse, and you can do it. So I'm going to assume that you can make your way there. And once you get to this location, let's travel there, and I'll show you how we do it. It's not a glitch. This is more a technique, just exploiting the mechanics of the game, I guess, is the best way to describe this. So I'll leave that up to you whether you consider this to be ethically correct or not, but it is very easy to do. So all you've got to do is make sure you've got your horse equipped, call up torrent. So we're going to head down this path here, and when you get down near the bottom where that arch is, a large boulder is going to spawn behind you, and the boulder itself is actually an enemy. It will follow you, but if you run in the right way, it will fall off a ledge and it will land on an enemy below, and it will kill the enemy, and you'll get a chunk of runes. So let me show you how this works. So if you come down here, you've got to be prepared to dash. So run down to the bottom and you'll see like a white flash when it appears. Okay, there it is. You can see as the boulder, run around, look, the boulder falls off the ledge behind you, and there you go, I get nearly 2,000 runes. Very easy to do. Back up to the top, back to the Site of Grace, jump off, rest, exit, load your horse, do it all over again. Run down, wait for the flash behind you, you can see it in your peripheral vision, there you go, turn around, sprint out of the way, there you go, another 2,000 runes. And you can do that indefinitely. You can just keep going back and forth, up and down this hill. You've got to rest at the Grace each time. Also, if you're looking to collect items, there's an awful lot of collectibles around here. There's faded Erdleaf flowers, and these blue crystals all have glintstone fireflies. So with each circuit, you can be collecting materials as well. I think there's 2 or 3 flowers, and maybe 6, 7, maybe even 8 of these fireflies you can collect. They're handy for crafting purposes. You're not going to want to do that every time, but once you've built up enough of the stock, you can forget about that and just run up and down and do the technique I just showed you. So one more time, pop the horse on, run down. It's exactly the same every time, there's no variation in the way it works. Get to the same spot, it appears, turn around, run out the way, and there you go, more runes. And the great thing is as well, even if you screw it up, if the boulder hits you, if you're early on in the game, it will one-shot you, you'll get killed. But when it respawns you, your runes that you lost will be waiting around about here for you to collect, which is before the trigger point for the boulder, so there's no chance of you losing the runes. So it really is a risk-free way of doing it. I'd say with a good 30 to 45 minutes, maybe an hour of doing this, you can easily rack up like 100,000 runes in no time at all. There are also other ways you can make this more efficient as well. There's an item that you can find within the game called the Golden Scarab, which gives you an extra 20% on all runes you get. My personal view on that is that it's the time you spend trying to get that, you're probably just better off spending that time farming for runes rather than trying to get it. But it's personal preference, but that's quite a hard thing to find. Also, there are these items called gold pickled fowl's feet. They will give you a 30% bump on your rune rewards, but they are a consumable. They don't last too long, so that's not really the most efficient way of doing it. Again, you spend more time looking for those than you know, if you just spend that extra time grinding for the runes, you'll be leveling up in no time. So yeah, early on in the game, that is you can find yourself getting level 30, level 40 in no time by doing that. Hope that's helpful. Any questions? Ping them in the chat or in the comment section, and I'm happy to help. I'm by no means an Elden Ring expert. I'm still playing through the game myself, but I found this really helpful. I found leveling up was quite a chore at times. I tend to die a lot. So yeah, alright. Enjoy the game. Thanks.